Welcome to my list fairy. Today we're gonna do another tier list.
I'm so excited!
Today's tier list is Breath of the Wild couples. So I've created this myself, this template. I'm gonna link it in the description in case you wanna use it for a video. This required some research because when I think of Breath of the Wild couples, like 5 come to mind, but I couldn't do a tier list with 5. So I went in deep online. I looked for things. I went on fanfiction.net. Didn't even know if that website still existed, and I found some stuff, and it terrified me.
All right.
But we're here. I got 17 couples, I believe, and we're gonna rank them. The first tier is OTP, which stands for One True Pairing. So this is like the ultimate ship, the unbeatable, the best. Doesn't necessarily have to be just one. I can put more than one here if I really feel passionate about more than one. This is shippable, so it's like I can see it, I ship it, I think it's a valid couple, but I'm not obsessed, basically. Like I ship it, but I'm not crazy, like it's not my OTP. I get it, but no, it's basically like I understand why some people would be into this, but no thank you. I don't get it as well. I don't get it. Like a ship that just doesn't make sense to me. And absolutely disgusting is for ships that are absolutely disgusting.
Well, duh.
So let's get into it. Our first ship is Robbie and Pyrrha. And note that I used a picture of them from Age of Calamity, which is when Pyrrha looked her age. So this is a tricky one because as it stands right now, as far as we know, Pyrrha looks like a child, and I'm not gonna ship anyone that looks like a child with an adult, regardless of how old she is. So when I look at them from an Age of Calamity standpoint, then yes, very shippable. If she remains looking like a kid forever, then no. But let's presume that this is reversible and she can actually look like a grown-up again, then yes, shippable, because they're like best friends. And I think that's the basis of any healthy relationship. I hope we get some scenes with them on Tears of the Kingdom. Now the second one, and this shocked me, but Urbosa and Zelda?
No.
This is a thing. Like there's fanfiction of this, and this is absolutely disgusting. First of all, Urbosa is a grown woman and Zelda is 16/17 in Breath of the Wild. So no, ew. And also, Urbosa is a mother figure to Zelda. Urbosa was very close to Zelda's mom and kinda helped raise Zelda in a way. So no, what is wrong with you? Leave.
Get out!
Next one is a strange one that I didn't know existed. This is Mipha and Revali. This shocked me. I couldn't actually remember them ever interacting, like them ever exchanging words. I don't really understand. I did watch a video that was like a theory about Revali possibly having feelings for Mipha and that being part of why he's such a jerk to Link, but I mean canonically I don't think that's true. I think Revali's attitude is very layered and mostly embedded in a lot of self-worth issues. I don't think it has anything to do with Mipha, and honestly just I don't understand it. I'm not against it, but I don't understand it at all. Next one is Wobin and Perda, and these two are from that side quest around the Lover's Pond. Basically, it's a Gerudo in Hylian, and he wants to give her a flower, and the side quest is Link giving him a flower. I don't know if it's a silent princess or what it is, but yeah, they're cute. I mean, shippable. I'm not crazy about them, but it's not a no, because it's cute, like the courtship. So, okay, next one, Finley and Sasan. I made a whole video about this side quest. It's the special delivery side quest, and how this got possibly lost in translation. If you go to my theories playlist, the video's there. This is a side quest where they're corresponding and like possibly exchanging love letters. At least that's what the English translation implies. We don't know his age, but he seems grown, and she is, of course, Azora, so she's older than him, but she's still in her, like, child form. Like, she hasn't developed, and she's very childlike in her behavior as well, and the whole thing is gross.
I was just gonna take her out and show her around.
Take her out and show her around where?
Yeah, I don't think anyone actually ships this, but it is presented as a couple in the English translation, and it is absolutely disgusting. Next one is Dorian and his unnamed wife. So there's no picture of her, so I just put a picture of his face. And basically Dorian is one of the guards, one of Impa's guards, and there's a whole quest that involves his story. And basically he was part of the Yiga clan. There's like a redemption arc. When he meets his wife and they have kids, he redeems himself, he leaves the Yiga clan, and then the Yiga clan assassinates his wife in revenge, and it's awful. It's really awful. It's like the heaviest side quests in the game, I think. But yeah, shippable for sure. He must have really loved her. So now I'm sad. Zelda and Link, they're my OTP. They're my one true pairing. I feel like they're just the basis relationship of every Zelda game. They're amazing. The love, the devotion that they have for each other, the way that they're just willing to sacrifice themselves to save each other, always. Amazing, unbeatable. Like, you can fight me on this. I don't think any ship is gonna beat Link and Zelda. Next one is Link and Paya. Now this is an interesting one because it is canon, like it's canonically a fact that Paya has a crush on Link. And I think this is the most canon ship, technically, in Breath of the Wild if you do a certain side quest. At least it's implied. I'm not gonna get into details. Like, if you know, you know. I don't ship it necessarily, but I understand it because Paya's crush is very cute. So I'm gonna put it on the I get it but no, because it's very understandable. It's cute, but I don't ship it. So I get it but no. Like, no thank you. Next one is Link and Rivali, and this one, it didn't shock me because I know people like to root for like the love-hate relationship, but like I don't think this is what it is. I don't think that's their dynamic. So I don't get it. Like, I mean, I get it. I think it's gonna be an I get it but no, because I understand the appeal, but I don't think it's there. I feel weird putting them in the same category as Paya and Link because to me this makes more sense, but I can understand the appeal even though I don't agree with it. So this is a funny one. This is the only picture I could find of them. This is Zelda and Ganon, and this makes no sense. In the Breath of the Wild universe, it makes no sense because Ganon is like a thing. He's like a giant spider thing. He's not he doesn't have his like human form in this game. If this was Zelda and Ganondorf, like Twilight Princess Ganondorf, then sure. Then I understand like the appeal, again, to use that word. But this is Ganon. So if we do, in fact, it looks like we will actually get Ganondorf in Tears of the Kingdom, then I can kind of understand it. I mean, hopefully not in his like skeleton form. Anyway, but if he is in somewhat of a human form, then it makes sense to me to ship it. I don't personally, but I get it. But as Ganon, like as Calamity Ganon, I don't get it. I don't get it. There's no dynamic there. Like, she's just there to stop him, and he's just there being a spider. So, nah, don't get it. Next one is Mipha and Zelda. And this I find interesting. I don't think that there's any romantic feelings there at all. Obviously, the triangle revolves around Link. I feel like they have a level of respect for each other that's pretty cool to see. And they're very, I mean, Mipha serves Zelda. She's Zelda's champion, so, and she doesn't do it bitterly, even though she's obviously jealous of Zelda's relationship with Link based on her diary entries. She's still a very reliable and capable champion to Zelda, and I do think they have like an interesting dynamic, so I get it. I don't ship it, but I get it. So it's going on the I get it, but no. Next one, this is just a picture of King Roam because there's no pictures of the queen. But this is the king and the queen. And like, sure, we don't really hear much about them as a couple. It's just kind of implied that, you know, they were in love. Although I don't even think they imply that. They just imply that they were together. I don't think they ever actually talk about them, like the feelings, how they met or how they got together. I don't think that's ever brought up. I could be wrong. Please correct me if I'm wrong. It's just a very like just basic established ship, and it's implied that he obviously was sad when she died, but it doesn't really go in deep. So I'm gonna put it on the shippable, but only because I don't really have enough information to be against it, if that makes sense. Next one, one of the most popular ships, based on my quick research, which is Link and Sidon. You guys need therapy. First of all, I generally struggle with the interspecies ships in Breath of the Wild, like Hylians with the Zora and Riddle with Zora, or like it's all a little weird to me because whenever when I think of, like for example, I put Mipha and Zelda on the I get it but no. I think the main thing that's a no for me, other than just the basic premise that they both are in love with Link, is just the fact that like Mipha's a fish. I find that hard to move past, you know? I mean, I suppose technically the Zora are more like sharks, but still, that's just as weird. And the age difference as well. Zora's age so differently. There's too much weirdness around pairings between specifically Zora characters and other species. But even if we put that aside, if we ignore that one factor, just for the sake of the video, like let's pretend that there's no issue there with the species thing. Sidon is Mipha's brother, and Mipha was like severely in love with Link. So this is all types of weird, like all types. And yeah, I don't get it. Like he would never do that to Mipha, and I know she's dead, but he becomes aware of her feelings, and like he would never go there. And I don't think Link would either, but yeah, so I don't get it. This one is just a picture of Urbosa for the same reason that I just used a picture of the king here. This is because it's Urbosa and the queen, and there are no pictures of the queen. So I used the picture of when Urbosa is talking about the queen and how I made a whole video about this, about how I think and theorize that Urbosa was actually in love with Zelda's mom. I think there's enough to at least create some speculation there, just based on the way she talks about her. She focuses a lot on her beauty and her smile, and yeah, and also she has a really awkward scene with King Roam in Age of Calamity. That to me solidifies it.
Our Zelda's wings have gotten so strong. She's perhaps even stronger than her mother.
I thank you.
So I'm gonna put it on shippable. Next one is June and Jogo. They are a couple that are honeymooning at Riddle Village. There's a side quest about some baked apples. She's not enjoying herself in this honeymoon. He is obsessed with Riddle Village, and they're just miserable. I get it, but no. I get it because it's an actual canonical couple. They're together on their honeymoon, but they're not happy. Okay, next one is Mipha and Link, and honestly, my instinct is to put it on the absolutely disgusting. Like from a neutral perspective, I think I'm gonna put it on the I get it but no. I don't like them as a couple for various reasons. One, Link is just not that into her. Obviously he doesn't talk in the game, so the only way to analyze his feelings is through his actions and how other people are becoming aware of his actions. And if you read Mipha's diary in the DLC Champion's Ballad quest, you can see that he barely pays attention to her. like she will say like that she's becoming aware of her feelings, and then she describes it as she's doomed. That's what she says. And how he is obviously spending more time with Zelda, which is not like inherently a romantic thing, because obviously he's Zelda's main champion, soldier, knight, but she's expressing like she's almost like invisible. She never expresses her feelings to him. She's planning on it by giving him the armor, but I think he would have said no. And there's also a very icky aspect of this, which is she met him when he was really young. To me, like, that just rubs me the wrong way. Again, I'm pretending that she's not a fish just for the sake of this video, because that in itself is a deal breaker in my eyes. But let's just, for the sake of the video, pretend that she's not an actual fish, shark, whatever. The age difference weirds me out. Like, if I'm weirded out by these two, by Finley and Sasan, then it's only natural that I'm weirded out by Mipha and Link. I don't think she's like a creep necessarily. I think she's genuinely in love. Again, she expresses in her diary like that he is just completely different when she meets him again after he has grown. So I don't think they're implying that she's some sort of creep, but it just rubs me the wrong way. I get it, obviously. I understand that people might support it, but it's not for me. So I'm tempted to put it on the absolutely disgusting list, but I won't, because I understand it. That's the only reason. So it's gonna go here. But I really don't like them together. And last but not least, we have Hudson and Ronson. And they are, I mean, this is my favorite side quest of the entire game. This is the Terrytown side quest from the ground up. And you build Terrytown and you recruit people to go there to build their businesses. So you recruit Ronson and Hudson's there building things, and they fall in love, and there's a whole wedding, and you have to invite people, and it's great, and they are so shippable. I love them. So yeah, this is my tier list of Breath of the Wild couples. Obviously, I didn't add every single possible combination here. I just went on the most popular ones I found online, and also the ones that are actually canon, like from side quests and stuff. If I forgot any major couples, let me know in the comments and I'll reply with where I would place them in this tier list. But I think I got them all, like the major ones at least. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.